Alrighty, what's your name
Hello.
and where are you from?
Ed Moise, and I'm from New Orleans.
And we are in your cafe.
We're in Bistro Moise on the corner of Toulouse and Dauphine.
Dauphine, and it's in the Hotel Saint Marie.
In the Hotel Saint Marie, correct.
And you are the chef. You are Chef Ed.
I'm the chef. Chef-owned restaurant, absolutely.
And you and Hillary have been in this business, in this city, forever.
We've been in the restaurant business for 25 years.
Okay.
We've been in this location for 8. Actually, the day that Hurricane Katrina struck was our 7th year to the day.
Oh.
So kind of an auspicious day.
August 29th anniversary.
Right.
So we'd like to remember the first anniversary, not the Katrina anniversary.
Right.
But you guys did evacuate.
Right. We were allowed back in because our home was not damaged.
Okay.
We were allowed back in a week after the storm. So we could come and figure out what was wrong, fix a few things. 48-hour curfew, we were allowed to come in, fix things, and then leave. We came back permanently a week after that.
Okay.
September 12th, September 13th, right in that area. Well, actually, we immediately got to work, cleaned out the restaurant, cleaned out the coolers, had everything ready to start serving meals October 1st in our other little restaurant, 2 blocks down. And then we opened here October 20th. We had electricity, but the real issue was gas. We didn't have any way to prepare food. In the first 3 weeks, we were cooking off of a Coleman Camp stove. We were doing red beans, shrimp creole, jambalaya.
You were getting very creative.
We had to be creative. Everyone had to be creative at that time. But there were so many people. I mean, between the workers and the insurance agents and the adjusters and the military. I mean, there was a great opportunity back then. Still is, actually.
Still is. I have been walking around the French Quarter now, and it seems like it's completely open for business. I know, we would like to stress it never got flooded.
No, actually, the water stopped at the
Canal Street.
At Canal Street and Rampart Street, right, which was the traditional boundary of the French Quarter back when New Orleans was founded. I guess the Indians knew what they were doing, right?
The Indians knew it, yeah, exactly. They certainly did know what they were doing. What would you like to say to viewers about your city and about the traditions here?
New Orleans is one of the oldest cities in the country. And it's one of the most romantic cities in the country. People come here, I mean, we see it every day. I've grown up here, so I know what the city's like. And I'm not callous to it, I'm not but being able to see my city through fresh eyes on a regular basis in the French Quarter, and visitors come in, they're enthralled.
It's spectacular.
It's so European. It reminds them of Paris. It reminds them of the French, of the Spanish architecture with the wrought iron and so forth. So I get to see New Orleans not only through my own experience and my own traditions, but also the excitement and the way newcomers feel, when new guests when they come in town.
Yeah. So even though we're in the French Quarter, it's known for Bourbon Street, the traditions and the history here is so rich, and maybe viewers might consider coming down and getting off the beaten path.
I heard an interesting comment about New Orleans, not just Bourbon Street, but the entire city, is that it touches all of your senses. Okay, the sounds. What do you hear? You hear the jazz.
Yeah.
You hear the clop of the carriage hooves, at nighttime. You hear the
bustle and the traffic and
and it's not mechanical. There are other sounds that you don't hear in other cities. What does it smell like in New Orleans? What are the foods when you pass by a restaurant, or you pass by someone's home? I mean, New Orleans is made up of neighborhoods. The Faubourgs, the Marigny, the Faubourg Boulony, the Marigny, the Esplanade Ridge. People came together around the table. We all grew up not eating to live, we live to eat.
Okay.
When we finish our meal, we're already talking about what we're going to have next. That's great when you're a chef, because people are all they talk about is food now.
Yeah.
Because it is so good.